But that is essentially what coaching is. It's about helping people move forward. It's about switching the way that we exist in the present and to kind of go towards something. I think the challenge with all of us is, or what my feeling is about human beings, if we want something or identify something that we want to get to, I think we get there as humans.
Okay.
And again, I think that everybody has got an example of that in their lives at various different points. And it could be when we were like a teen and we wanted to buy, I don't know, our first mountain bike or something, you know, and that we went and we worked in spa, or we worked as like a waiter or a waitress, and we basically went and be able to buy that thing, or that first like festival ticket to Reading and Leeds, and all. Everybody has examples of that. It's just that as we get older, we lose that a bit, and also the way we think about the world becomes a bit more existential in nature. When we're younger, we're more driven by material things, and they're easier to try and get because it's quite simplistic. Oh, I need X amount of money. So I either just need to work a bit more hours in my day job and all that sort of stuff. But as we get older, they become our feelings about what the world is. A lot of the time we can actually have a lot of those things. We can go on holiday, or we can buy our favorite record, or we can like buy a new bike or whatever that may be. And so sometimes the questions are a little bit bigger, which is a bit like, what do I want life to look and feel like? What do I want my career to look like?
Yeah. How
How do I want to work? How do I want to be? How do I want to love? So it can get like quite big and nice and juicy. And the key is to switch that. It's at key points in life. So we're actually going towards something and excited about it and excited about life. What we've got to be cautious of as we get older is we do get more fearful. You know, when we're younger,
scared of change, stuff like that.
yeah, but when we're younger, and I'm a dad as well of a young person, like when we're younger, we don't get that much choice. We're basically put in uncertain circumstances constantly. You know, from the minute we sort of start nursery or school, like our parents and the system and teachers and all that sort of stuff are basically like, right, you're going to play school and now it's time to do maths, put your shoes on, take your shoes off, eat all your food, stop eating all your food, right, you're going to go and learn how to play like football. And, you know, you're basically put in situations where we're dealing with this concept of uncertainty all the time. So actually when we're younger, we're quite resilient to new things because we're basically just constantly put in these situations. I think it's really... and that's a great thing to happen. But then as we get older and we sort of leave home and go to uni and then enter the workforce or whatever that may be, it's actually we slowly stop doing new things. And so the new things actually are things that we kind of get used to. You know, the first time you see a waterfall in Thailand, you're like, oh my God. But if you see that 4 or 5 times, it's more certain. So it doesn't have that quite wow factor. So then we have to hunt for, my feeling is, and what I'm trying to do with everybody I work with is to try and create new things all the time to stretch discomfort. I mean, I can't imagine you don't get better at biking by doing the same thing, right? You basically have to jump higher, push it all the time, and push your brain to basically find a different way around what uncertainty is. Is that right?
I'd say so.
You'd say?
Yeah, I'd say so. I think for me, it's changed a lot over the years as I've got older. It kind of relates back to like the risk thing and the change thing and all that sort of stuff. You know, I don't push it as hard as I definitely used to. I don't know if it's the same for you, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I repeat the same thing over and over again for sure and try and get it better and better.
Yeah.
And then just the gains are smaller, so it becomes more refined. I think from the outside, it just looks like stupid and just the same thing over and over again. But
there is nuances in there that you're trying to change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, I think now I learn, I'm not willing to say that I'm not getting better. It's in a very, very small little things. And I still focus and obsess over tiny things. And that's fine. It's not as exciting. Maybe from the outside, like the difference wouldn't be as exciting.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's not like new and shiny and
Yeah.
like a backflip. You're doing
It's
like
like a
a
massive
tiny little thing,
move
carrying
forward.
speed out of a turn, or like, I mean, it's almost sound ridiculous, but certainly it's captivated me for a massive part of my life, and probably a lot of our listeners actually. So,
Wait, you think
kind
that
of
sounds
relevant.
ridiculous to me?
Yeah. I mean, I'm going around the same corners I've done for. I'm literally going in the woods around the same corners, and I'm getting something extra out of it, just tiny bits, thinking about them.
But I think most people can relate to that. Even if you, like, I remember playing like snowboarding games on the PS1, like at Christmas with all my mates and stuff like that, where we had loads of time, and you would try and, you know, do even just on a gaming element.
That's a good way of looking at it.
And you
Add a grab,
and you would be in competition, and you're passionate about it.
Yeah.
So then it becomes, I think it works towards like certain, like, especially how boys think. I think boys are particularly focused on certain things, and if it's linked to passion, sort of time can disappear and become quite obsessive over those like particular things. So I think that's how it works. I think there's a reason why when we're in our late teens and early 20s, we really do, especially when we enter, say, any sort of extreme sports, we really do have like massive gains, because we don't have that much like, technically failure. We don't really know, and also we're coming out of a situation where we're used to being uncertain all the time, which is why we become more fearful, because we're aware of our bodies. We've seen a lot of stuff as well. We've seen pain or experienced pain more, and it's just a natural recurrence that then we're a bit like, we might second guess if we're about to do something, and it's trying to make sure that it doesn't like. That's not to say you shouldn't stop or anything like that, but it's to make sure that any decision you're making is from intent and proactiveness, whether to stop, give something up, start something, instead of it being a reactive thing or a fear-based thing without enough like context in the whole world.
I do understand what you mean. Like you get to a certain age and something does change, doesn't it? Like you go like full child mind, everything exciting, instant reward. It changes somehow. Why does it change somehow? You think because you've seen the things, you know what to expect. Is that what you mean? Okay. Hey man, what an episode that was. You did amazing in it.
And so did you.
You shone like a star.
You shone like a moon.
Can we also put something up here that you can click on for the next episode?
How about we put a subscribe up there in the middle?
Yeah, I love
We're going to put a video we think that our lovely companionship will love on your face.
On my face?
Yeah.
And so they can't see me now?
Gone. And on my face, another video that we think people will love. And thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please hit like and subscribe. You guys are the best.
Peace and love.